Well, hi guys, thank you so much for joining us. Well, we just wanted to do a quick video and share our preparations and experience in terms of crossing the land border from Turkey into Georgia. We're going to use the Sarpi crossing on the Black Sea coast. So without further ado, I'm going to hand you over to Izzy. Thereafter, we'll see you on the road.
So I have a little checklist that I use. So Georgia's actually been relatively easy. Most of the countries we come through in Europe have wanted something to do with COVID, a passenger locator form or a special document filled in. Georgia doesn't want anything like that. What you do need is proof that you're vaccinated, and if you're not vaccinated, you need evidence of a PCR test in the last 72 hours. So that's all you need to show. They're happy with it on your phone or printed out. You need a passport, obviously. Georgia will allow you to come into the country for a year without a visa. That's certainly the case for Brits and the rest of Europe. You might want to check whichever country you're coming from just to make sure that that is the same for you. But as far as I'm aware, that is the case for most major countries. You need your vehicle registration documentation. For us Brits, that's a V5. I don't know what it's called elsewhere. The Georgian government sometimes refer to it as a vehicle passport, and that's what they might ask you for when you cross over. And you need one of those for every vehicle that you're carrying, and they will scrutinise that. You also need compulsory insurance. This is a legal requirement in Georgia. It's highly unlikely that your insurer is going to give you a green card. We did a lot of research and we looked in a lot of places, and I think the best price we could get a cover for in Georgia for a month was well over €500, which is crazy because it was still only third party, so they weren't giving you anything more than you would get from buying it from the Georgian government. So it's a government-backed scheme. You can buy it at the border. You can buy it at various points around the country, but obviously you need to be covered as you go into Georgia. So we made the decision to buy ours online from the tpl.ge website. And we paid, it's quite a simple website to use. You can pay using an international card. We paid 99 lari for the truck for a month, which is about €30. And I can't remember how, 30 lari, which is about €7 for the scooter for a month. If we decide to stay in Georgia for longer than a month, if we change our plans, we'll be able to extend that using the online service again. You can then download the certificate of insurance to show at the border, or you can print it off. We do carry a small printer because we just got so fed up with giving our phones over numerous times, but either is acceptable. You don't need anything else to cross into Georgia, but the other bits of research we do, forgive me, you do. You need some physical things in your vehicle. You need a warning triangle, just one, and you need a UK sticker or a sticker denoting the country of origin on your vehicle. So for us, that's UK. Everybody thinks we're from the Ukraine, but you must have that displayed on your vehicle. There isn't anything else you need from a mandatory perspective, although obviously we would always advise a yellow vest and a first aid kit. The other things we look for when we're crossing any border is where we can get a SIM card for the country that we're going into, and where we can get some cash. We tend not to do those at the border because you usually overpay, and the exchange rate you get will be terrible. So we normally try and find a cash point, and we've identified Magti, which is the main provider of data services or telephonic services in Georgia, and they have 2 stores in Batumi, which is where we're heading next. So that's our preparation for crossing the border. We'll leave fairly early tomorrow morning because we know it can take a little bit of time. Wish us luck and we'll see you in Georgia. Bye.
We're in Hobart. It's a very typical border town, and what you find is there's just trucks everywhere. So they just sort of park up the side of the road, 2 abreast, sometimes 3 abreast. They're obviously trying to get paperwork sorted out before they cross over into the border. And in this particular case, they're crossing into Georgia, but they're going further afield as well. In some cases, they're going to Azerbaijan, north into Russia, or indeed into Armenia. So you'll see them in a moment because there's just miles and miles of traffic. Well, we are at the Turkish-Georgian border, and as always, it's always a little bit chaotic and a little bit, where do we go, what do we do?
Yeah.
So okay. Okay.
Do you want? Can we get out?
Yeah.
Okay, I asked him to stamp the passport. No, later. Next. Okay, well that was easy. So we're just coming through the Turkish border now. We've done the customs bit, I think, with the truck. And we're just trying to work out where we get our passports stamped as we go out, because obviously we don't want to lose any of our 90 days that we've got in Turkey. So hopefully this is this bit coming up now.
So that's us here out there at the minute, just trying to understand what's happening. We've already gone through one set of checkpoints, shown the vehicle documents, they've looked inside. They want to see the scooter documents as well. So yeah, I don't know what this next stage is. So what we're trying to do is get our passports stamped to denote that we're actually leaving Turkey. Okay. Okay. Let's put the camera down. So Izzy's out there at the minute. I've just been out, just stuck my face into the camera, checked my passport, so they're happy with that. They're just checking the vehicle details at the moment and the scooter details. Yeah, so I think we just have to sort of wait and see what's happening here. Okay, just have to wait. Usual case, we've had this quite a bit actually going through various border crossings. They always want to see the vehicle documents and any other vehicles you've got. Obviously dogs, pets, we haven't got any pets with us, so it makes life a little bit easier. So we just have to wait and see what happens, and hopefully get the green light to carry on. Okay, I think we've got the green light.
Yeah, good.
Just got the documents back. Yeah, we're good?
Yep. Well, didn't actually say that, but she gave it back and nodded, so.
Okay, right. On to the next little checkpoint. Oh.
In there?
Yeah, I just said we're just forward, isn't it?
What is what? I'm confused.
So we've been way forward, but then the scooter on the back and just shouted to us to stop. So I think it's just checking that it is on the system, which obviously it is. So hopefully they'll just come out of the little booth in a minute and say, yeah, you can carry on. Okay, barrier is just going up.
It's Georgia. Passport control on the right, full stop. There you go, that's yours.
Well, we've just had a hilarious experience with the Georgian police and customs officers. So they want to see inside, but they want to have a look. So they were like, oh yeah, this is really nice, let's have a look at the bathroom. Oh, let's have a sit down. Can we take some photographs? Yeah, so they were really friendly. So hopefully we're going to get through here without any problems. So not interested in the international driving permit. They just want the driving license. So they've got all the vehicle documentation, which again has just been checked over for about the 27th time. but they've been really friendly actually. So. Well, we've been here now for about 15 minutes, and yet again we're having a little problem with the number plate. So we have a private plate on the truck, and the middle digits, the numbers, are 1 and 0. And I think the border force across Europe and Asia are obviously linked to the same system, because every time we cross a border we have the same problem.
And they
always...
The 1 is an I.
Yeah, they think it's an I and an O, but of course it's not. It's a 1 and a 0. So we can see them tapping into the computer, scratching the head, making phone calls, and then eventually you sort of like, yeah, okay, you can go. So this is kind of where we're at the moment, just sort of waiting. Hopefully they can clarify whatever they need to clarify, and we can be on our way. Well, we've just heard a stamp. Not quite sure what kind of stamp, but I'll take it as a good sign. So fingers crossed. We're in. Okay, that was a false alarm. We're still here. We're sort of, yeah, another 10 minutes in, but we just have to hurry up and wait.
Thank you very much.
Ah, fantastic. Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Hey, Georgia.
Here we go. Ah, right, we're in Georgia.
Much more welcoming there than it was coming into Turkey.
It was. Look at the little church, it's beautiful.
Yeah, isn't it?
Well, when in Rome or Georgia. So, cheers. Cheers.
Oh my god. Oh,
Yeah, that's good.
that's not.